Guys, what's up everyone, welcome back to another video. In this video, as you can see, I am at the Rockefeller Center Christmas tree today, and this tree is 75 feet tall in height, and this has been a Christmas tradition in New York City from 1912. So it has been almost 100 years this tradition is going on to construct a Christmas tree at this Rockefeller Center, and it is a world famous tree where people come, the tourists come from different places and watch it. So today I'm going to show you around this Rockefeller Center Christmas tree, and I'm going to tell you more about factors to consider while applying for a job in the United States. So which are the factors which you should consider before and during your job hunting? I will be explaining you that. As you can see, this is my second video which I will be making related to job strategies. The first video I posted last week, so please check it out. And it's almost a new year, so I want to wish you guys a happy new year and Merry Christmas. And as I was talking about job hunting, now as an international student, job search is the most challenging task which you will be encounter. And as an international student, you have very limited time to find a job, and during that time period, if you do not plan well and if you do not take some factors into consideration, that can be made more difficult and with more hurdles. So it's very important that some of the factors which I'm going to tell you, you have to consider while looking for a job here in the United States. And also, many employers might not be aware of what has to be sponsored, how it has to be sponsored, and all the things like that. So in this video, I'm going to explain you which are the key factors which you should consider during and while applying or hunting for a job. And also I'll be showing you around with this Rockefeller Center tree. So if you want to know more about this Christmas tree, please keep on watching. So as you can see guys, this is the world famous Rockefeller Center Christmas tree. As you can see, it is lighted up and it's approximately like around 100 feet of height. It's pretty good. As you can see, there is an ice skating place over there. And since it's early morning, there are no visitors, and as you can see, it's all the things are barricaded right now. But this is where it is. This Christmas tree is brought up from somewhere in upstate New York, and it is placed here every year. It's a tradition from last hundreds of years, and that's how it is placed here at Rockefeller Center. Hey guys, so the first point I will tell is to start early while hunting for a job or applying for a job, because starting early will help you to identify the employers or H-1B visa which you want to get from the employers. And it is very important that you have something in planning while you start early. So it's crucial that you have thought for your options and for how you will proceed after the graduation, because once the graduation is done, you cannot just sit around and wait for the time of your OPT and whether you will get a job or not. So it's very crucial to start early so that you are prepared for what's coming and you will be able to find a job within the time frame which is given. And it's, as an international student, it's really important that you guys start early, and it's very beneficial if you start early, because that's the way you will be able to find a job and an employer within the time frame you are given after the graduation. So always remember, start early so that you don't have trouble later on finding a job in the United States. next point I would say is explore best opportunities for yourself. Now, as an international student, you have very limited options when it comes to the employment. So it is very, very, very important to select the career or the opportunity which suits best as per your interest and as per the things which you love to do. Like, it is, I understand that you have to find a job within certain period of time, but you have to select and explore all the other options which are available, and you have to select the best opportunity which is given to you according to your interest, because you should not be getting a job and then not be satisfied or happy with whatever thing which you are trying to do and get experience in, because this choice is going to stay forever in your resume and every other thing. So it's very important to explore the options which you have and select the best one for you. Is location. Now, location is very important because the states like Texas, New York, California are more welcoming to international students. And why so? Because they are huge states, and because of the big states, there is a big demand in many engineering companies, IT companies, and any field where you are. So it's more opportunity for international students. So location plays a very key important point. If you are away from these major cities, I was in Cleveland, Ohio, but still I got a job in New York, and I got my internship in New York too. So it's possible. Explore locations and try to figure out the expenses, the living expenses, and the opportunities and all the other things given. So it is very important for you guys to explore the locations, and location is a key factor when it comes to applying for jobs, because the wage levels might be different, and bigger the state, more would be the chances of getting a job as an international student. So it's very important that you take location as a factor into consideration. The people are ice skating at the Rockefeller Center where the Christmas tree is. So it's a nice place if you want to come and do the ice skating here along with the view of the Christmas tree. It's a beautiful setup which is done every year during this time in Christmas. Now, the next factor to consider is rules and regulations. Now, as an international student, you need to follow rules and regulation before and after graduation. Whether you are studying at a university or you have graduated, you still have to be connected to your DSO at the university, and you have to know all the rules and regulations. Now, during your CPT or OPT period, it's very important to understand these rules and regulation and educate your employers about these rules and regulations, because not all the employers are aware of these rules and they might keep on changing. But USCIS website is the best website to check, and you can always ask your international student organization, which will help you out regarding any questions you have about rules and regulations. But it is very important to be aware and always up to date and updated on rules and regulations as an international student. So always keep in mind to be updated and have rules and regulation handy and in your mind during any job application or any other kinds of employment you are looking for. next point I would like to say is to take a good advantage of school resources. Now, as an international student, you have something called International Career Services, and also at every university there are career services. Take advantage of those services because they are very well experienced with international students when it comes to graduation or finding a job in the United States, because they have been doing this from years, and they will help you out finding a job or giving you that opportunity to explore different kinds of employment or any kinds of questions you might have. So it is very important to be connected to career services at your university and also the International Student Center, because those are the people you want to be connected to when it comes to finding a job, or when it comes to any questions regarding your employment or any questions regarding your status in the United States. So always be connected to the career services. Next factor I would like to say is internship. Now, internship in the United States are very important because once you get internship, you have a chance of networking, you have a chance of building up your profile in the United States, your first job, your first internship. So it's very important to get an internship and get a CPT, which is used for the internship as an international student. So it is very important that you guys understand the importance of CPT, and you will be able to get that by your hard work and by your smartness. How eager are you to network, know people, and also CPT has some rules and regulation that you have to do your internship in your field, in your major, so that it is related to your course study. Otherwise you cannot get CPT approved at your university, and university is the one that approves it. So if you got a internship offer letter, it is up to the university if they accept it or not. I mean, if it's within your major, definitely they will be able to accept it, and also you will be able to do internship. So it's very important to keep in mind that internship is a crucial factor while job. Next point is of networking. I don't know how many times I have been talking about networking, that 70 to 80% of the job in the United States is to reference or networking. Networking is a part of your student journey in the United States. Since the day you come to the United States, you should start networking. Go to career fairs, go to join some organization clubs and start talking to people, not with the intention of getting a job, but to build a real relationship. And through networking, you never know how you'll be able to get a job. Myself, I was able to find full-time job because of networking and because I did my internship. So it is very important that you guys know the importance of networking, and many students are very shy to communicate. It's okay if your English is bad, it's okay if you are not that proficient in speaking, but you at the end you have to start exploring and networking, and you can share your cultural experience, your every other experience you might be getting it through networking. And it's very important to build connections, the real connections, and this is the way, this is the most important factor in finding a job in the United States. Now the next factor is about resume. Now resume and cover letters are the most unique things which you can produce and you can give it to the employer. Now, along with the resume, I would recommend you guys to have a cover letter and also your portfolio explaining about what you did and what was your experience. Now, resume is a short form of all the experiences you got, some bullet points, and you tell about yourself and all your experiences. But portfolio, you can elaborate and you can write down the projects and what were the difficulties you overcome in that project and what were the problems you solved, and you can elaborate nicely in the portfolio. So it's very important to keep your resume and portfolio up to date along with the cover letter, and make individual cover letter for each employer so they do not think that it is copy pasted and it is just sent it over. So you have to be very work on your resume every month, every time you get a chance to improve it. It's a constant improving. I'm still improving my resume because you never know how the things change, and keep on adding your experiences and always work on your portfolio. It is very important. And along with the resume, you have to start posting on LinkedIn and many other blogging websites so that you have something to share and you get people's attention, and make some short video, post it or share your experiences, and that is the best way to get noticed. And make sure you do your proper resume and portfolio and you will be all good to set for finding a job. So guys, there are many more factors to consider while looking for a job, but these were few of the factors which I told you in this video which you have to pay your most attention to. So I hope you got some knowledge in this video, and also you enjoyed this Rockefeller Center and you came to know about it. And I hope you like this video. Follow me on Instagram for other tips, and I will be making such videos, and I will see you in the next video with some different location. Till then, take care and Happy New Year and Merry Christmas.